I don't think it changes much. I will say that Aurora and Akali are trying to mimic the style that BLG are going for, and the rest of AL's comp doesn't really want to do that. I think at the very least what this does is just waste Tarzan's time. The lanes know that Tarzan can't answer anymore. Viper and On are moving in immediately.
Tarzan is leaning over while bursting out the Krogs as fast as possible. Shun does not get a chance to finish off Red Buff in a very fast manner. Tarzan has Kael, Shun has On. It's 700 HP. Can either one secure it? The red buff goes down. Not sure who got it, but Shun goes down anyway for first blood. And BLG's invade goes completely awry. On will be escorted by Viper, but that is not what BLG were hoping for.
Yeah. And we didn't talk about it too much in this game, but this is also not just a Lulu for Aphelios. This is a Lulu for a Xin Zhao. And again, Tarzan, incredible jungler. Now, I'm going to say that I think he might get punished.
He flashes on the
my
Knight.
God!
He gets the heal from the passive. No way. He goes back in. He goes back in. He trades his life for On, but now that is compromised. Shanks his own, and Shun has returned to the field. Everyone is flashing forward. It's an LPL fiesta, and I'm living for every second, but Knight comes out on top with the double. Kael's forced to flash.
Since they do know that they are fading down towards the bottom side of the river. Is there a play here? Knight is incredibly strong. I know I talked a lot about the splinters, but he has the elixir in his pocket. That's free adaptive force, and that got buffed on the patch before this. That alongside the first strike, he's going to do a hell of a lot of damage.
Knight is spot on the control ward, but they don't care. They know that Hope doesn't have flash from the scrap before. On taking up the turret as much as possible. Clean dive by BLG.
What is Shun doing in the jungle there? Like, my mid lane is recalling, my top laner is recalling, and just used Equalizer. Graded chain breakers. Yoinks. That is going to be a lot of defensive potential for him versus any of the solo lanes playing later on. Gets a little bit of time on this turret. Crystalline Overgrowth also gives him the first plate in mid lane. Even gets the second one here with the minion lane wave. We do have a Herald, and no one else is on the bottom side. Tarzan wants to continue to invade. Maybe get some turret plates for his Aphelios.
Has Tarzan bit off more than he could chew here? He still has Crescent Guard, hasn't popped it yet. Darkness from afar as the Scatter of the Weak forces Tarzan to flash away and pop his ultimate.
What is
they
Hope
turn on a
doing?
Hope. He's forced to flash over the wall. Pop Blossom on the 3! Bullet time! Rips him to shreds! Shanks looks for the counterattack, but he's forced to use the second cast of perfect execution just to run away, and Flanja TP's in just a little too late. BLG with a massive punish.
And On having one of his best champions, the Nico here. Massive Pop Blossom just immediately decimates this fight and causes even more to fall in favor of BLG.
Knight has 2 items. Viper has 2 items. Who cares? You're a Nocturne. All you gotta do is just press your ultimate and give the cover of darkness to your team. 3-man Wild Growth, though, trying to set up Hope for a massive Moonlight Vigil. On is gonna get out alive thanks to Paranoia. They look for the re-engage onto Hope.
What is Shun doing?
Can anyone follow up? Shun! My guy! No one can follow up!
This is where it started to kind of fall apart. There's still a lot of game left to play here. BLG still have a 3,000 gold lead, but these mistakes are the things that we saw from them in game 1.
Fight on in the middle of 3 people. Didn't have Pop Blossom available just quite yet. Oh no, BLG falling apart. Anyone's legend. Still down 3.5 thousand gold, but with the Rift Herald in hand, they can easily try and do some work to shore up that gold deficit and claw their way back. BLG, we have to remind everyone, you have massive advantages in your bot lane and your mid lane.
To us here in this game, it has been individual skirmishes that have gotten them the lead.
Hey!
Oh, there we go.
That's how you do it. Look at that. On setting up Knight with a 2v1 kill on Flandra, which is his first death for the Aurora in this second game. Rift Herald does get dropped by Tarzan. They'll look to off. In fact, the fact that he got an early snowball advantage allows his scaling to come online even faster. Shanks engaging on. Pop Blossom still available, doesn't get a chance to use it. Shanks got the Wild Growth and the flash out of On as well. Paranoia being used by Shun, and this time he will not re-engage.
LG, Bin is on the opposite side of the map, and he is getting gold. He is getting another turret plate on the bottom side. Level 16. 3 points in the Equalizer. Now we need to see it. Teleport flank coming on through.
Oh, well, Flandra missed both the weirding and the between worlds, and Ben says, see why at.
Especially with Proto Belt plus the oncoming Zonias. I think that HP shield is a bit more meaningful. Now a play onto Aurora, you have no damage, Shun.
But Shun knows that Flandra doesn't have
But
the
Bin
ultimate,
does.
and with an alley-oop, Bin with the, hang on, mid lane, more fights happening, Shank gets popped! Viper's gonna get jumped up by Tarzan, but he still has to work his way through Knight and On. Tarzan trying to delete On, but he tricked him with the HP bar, and Knight scatters Tarzan back to the winds, picks up the Quadra, and showing Tarzan that he's not just the only best player in the LPL.
Wait a minute, so we're gonna go for a Baron here?
A huge advantage, and now they're at 9,000 gold in the lead against anyone's legend. We know that AL have pulled off some comebacks and some miracles, but
More structures fall, and these are just Baron minions being traded. All in all, BLG have kind of wasted a lot of this
Tarzan?
objective.
dashes on tonight. He still has flash. He gets away just in time. Pop Blossom and Bullet Time trying to do a number on the Shanks while he's in the cover of that Shroud. Looks for Knight. Quadra also finds the flank. They want Knight so badly, but they can't get in range of him. Kael getting deleted on the back line. Tarzan pushed out of the fight, and Bin arrives to burn them all down. Triple kill for Viper, and the rest of BLG roaring triumphant.
All right, so that pin that I wanted at 18 minutes, we can get rid of that one, guys. This game's a wrap. 11,000 gold lead here for BLG. And even with AL's best shot at winning a fight, it's just nothing. They don't kill Knight. They don't kill Bin. And I gotta say, Bin, a silent killer in this game. Hasn't gone too much interaction as we've gone all around the map, but really a great performance on this Rumble, a champion that he is really starting to come into his own in most, looking a lot different if that was the case. Tarzan's gonna try to steal his own blue buff away, lose half his HP, maybe his Guardian Angel.
Darkness. Good night, Tarzan. He flashes away. Shun can close the distance, but meanwhile, on the left side, wow, Hope just gets exploded. Kael almost facing the same fate, flashing away just in time.
Take this mid inhibitor down, and Rafa, I think we're going to a Mountain Soul here. I think that BLG are going to quickly take this inhibitor, spend their gold, and look to put the finishing touches on a very easy game, too.
BLG just taking their game slow, waiting for flashes to come back up. Knight, well, definitely the strongest individual on the map right now, finds a scout of the week. Good night, Kael. BLG. A few seconds away from Mountain Soul spawning. Tarzan having to be the first one to face check into the bush. Shanks is over the wall, looks for on first. Paranoia gives them the cover. Kyle, the first one to get dropped. Tarzan's GA will be next. Hope flashes right on top of the equalizer. No chance in hell that he's getting out of that one. Tarzan revives just to die all over again. And this is BLG's game to come back from. This was an excellent response by Bilibili Gaming. We're going to game 3.
Couldn't have gone any other way. I'm sure that some of the AL fans, Rafa included, were looking at this potentially being a 2-0 with the level we saw. But BLG, they go back to some of their winning ways. They go back to some of the things that brought them success earlier on in the season and will tie it up. One more? One more for the road. Why not? It's takeaway.
25 stacks sealed or achieved on this
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.